Hi guys, we have a lot of news and updates for you today, mainly focused around restaking and liquid restaking, so let's get started. First, if you've been participating in the Jupiter active voting system, so their governance, since March 6th to June 30th, and you have participated in their launches, then you can actually claim some of the tokens from these platforms. Primarily, the biggest cash out was from Jupiter, and this account has staked only a couple of Jupiter tokens, but if you've been staking 500 to 1000 Jup, then you'll be looking at a very nice payday. Next, we have the Backwoods updates. They're releasing new updates and events all the time, and the latest one is Bonkwoods Cup, which is basically a reward in Bonk tokens for participating in their event. Now, we've been covering this since this has had maybe 20, 30,000 players. The game is actually very addictive and fun, so if you're looking for a fun blockchain game, I highly recommend you check out Backwoods anytime. And let's take a quick look at all the Dexes. So this is the way that you can passively qualify for airdrops for simply using DeFi. My top 3 picks for DEX usage has always been, of course, Jumper. It is one of the best DEXes with the widest variety of different blockchains that you can use. And they also have an ongoing points program. Well, they call it Experience. So currently they're in transition phase to move to season passes. But yeah, Santiago has already covered this, and this is by far my best DEX and Bridge aggregator to use. Now, another one you can use is Bebop. They are looking to create some kind of token in the future, potentially, but for now, surely you can participate in their Arbitrum airdrop campaign, where simply by using the platform on Arbitrum for 10 more days, you are going to be getting some Arbitrum tokens potentially. And finally, you can also use the Rehold app. This one is great because you can use it on many different blockchains as well, but not any of the specifically exotic ones. Like, for example, on Bebop, you can use it on Scroll and Taiko. But on the Rehold, you can also get the Ready token, which is already confirmed, and you can simply build swap volume on many different chains. But again, guys, these are not the things that you actively farm. This is just something that you use alongside all of the more active, more important airdrops that you're actually farming. Next, we have some important Infinex news. So if you're participating in Crate Run and you are generating crates, make sure to open them regularly because you are actually getting boosts on your deposit by opening these crates. And if you do it more regularly, there's a chance that you get better prizes because for example, I opened 18 crates just a couple of days ago because I didn't open this in almost 2 weeks. And I only got 4 boosts out of these 18 crates. But today I opened 2 crates separately and they both contained a $500 boost. So they might be rewarding user activity, but this is speculation, so we are not sure. Also, speedrun boost. Ridiculous. Okay, no seriousness. Next up, we have the bank, and the bank updates is that they have introduced their initial experience. So if you've been active on chain in 2024 and you've been using the bank just a little, then you can actually get some of the initial the bank experience by simply going to their website, connecting your wallet, and you can also get a 5% extra if you use someone's referral link. Of course, staying up to date with crypto and airdrops more specifically is a very tricky task, which is why a private community like our Discord can help you a lot on your journey. We share a lot of quality alpha daily, for example, such as this mental ecosystem overview, which shows you what is the best way to actually get as many powder tokens and airdrop qualification in the future. But there's also many different channels that we track many active airdrops, as well as many different strategies, such as new great bridges you can use to qualify for airdrops passively. The latest integration was this Web3 careers marketplace, where you can also try and find some kind of position in the crypto and Web3 space. Now, if this is something that interests you, you can always check the cryptocurrency state subscriptions and check the Discord and application. This application is a work of art. It actually helps you keep organized with all the airdrops you're tracking. And if you're doing 10, 20, 30 airdrops and equal amount of wallets, just tracking everything on Google Sheets is crazy. So this is a very, very efficient way to keep your energy and time efficient. Now let's take a quick look into the liquid restaking meta. Of course, DeFi Llama is your first coin to forage in always, and you can see the clear leaders, which are EtherFi and Renzo. EtherFi has been establishing itself as the market contender, like top protocol in this space for quite a while now, but we have made many videos on these projects. So today we're going to be looking at some little more under the radar, little more unknown, of course, riskier degen plays, but potentially with bigger rewards. If you want to take a look at a more safer option, of course, the easiest way to park your ETH is either in Renzo, Kelp, EtherFi, or many others. And these are good options, of course. Swell is building their layer 2 as well, but it is not as profitable potentially because there's a lot of total value locked. You can see more than 10 billion are in this many different protocols. So yeah, it is relatively safe, but maybe not the best returns. However, we have news from EtherFi that their season 2 claim checker is live. And if you have participated in this, make sure to check your allocations before July 10th. So you only have a little more time to check this, because if you've been in some kind of Sybil activity, clusters, whatever, then you have only until July 10th to actually answer a question and make sure that you are not considered a Sybil. And while it is true that sometimes it may seem like these airdrop farming of scroll marks, linear experience is less lucrative than farming in the fields, there are still very, very good niche opportunities that are just flying under people's radar. I believe Mitosis is one of these opportunities. They have recently added integration with Scroll Network, and you can deposit your EtherFi ETH on Scroll Network into Mitosis. How this would work, the easiest way to do that would be to simply restake on Scroll, but we cannot do that yet. So you can restake your ETH on one of these networks on EtherFi's platform, and then you can bridge your ETH, for example, from Base to Scroll. And then once you have your ETH on Scroll, Rect E from EtherFi, you can simply deposit it into Mitosis, which doesn't have any deposit caps, and you're generating 1.3x boost on your pods. This is a great 4-in-1 because you're simultaneously farming Eigenlayer, EtherFi, Mitosis, as well as scroll marks, not to mention the restaking and staking APR, which is also something. So yeah, there's always opportunity in this space, but you just need to be able to go past the mud, past the FUD, as people say. Now there's also Symbiotic, and they're slowly but surely moving into a more blue chip category, having recently surpassed $1 billion in total value locked. And they're basically an Eigenlayer competitor offering restaking services, but they're also integrating with some different tokens, not just ETH and ETH derivatives. For example, they have Ethena's native token that is also used for restaking Ethereum network, which is quite novel, quite interesting. And while most of these pools are already filled, you still have about 5% as of making of this video to 5% capacity for Ethena pool, which might be one of the better ones. Alternatively, once the caps raise, I'm probably going to put more funds in mantle staked Ether. And we are always alerting our people, our friends in the Discord, we're always alerting our members in our Discord when the caps for Symbiotic raise. So yeah, make sure to keep an update on their Twitter if you're not in our Discord. Next, we also have Athene DeFi. They are also one of the liquid restaking platforms, and they have raised 7 million from a trusted partners such as Coinbase Ventures, Circle, and many others. So this could be on your radar as well. It is a little less known, but they are developing, they're shipping, they're building. They have some interesting features. It's way too technical to get into this now, but they are saying that they have native liquidity, fastest entry and exit from your positions, and their affinity with Lido staked ETH makes them one of the clear competitors in the space. And finally, we have a super degen play with the Inception liquid restaking token. Now, these ones are super under the radar, too degen for my tastes. They have just under $3 million in total value locked, also offering a variety of the ETH liquid stake tokens. But the most important thing is that we might need to pay attention to them because they are announcing something big happening tomorrow. So by the time you're watching this video, the news might already be live. So make sure to check their Twitter if there's something interesting developing on this front. And lastly, there's also Zircuit, but their mainnet is just around the corner, maybe a week or 2 weeks away. So you might be a little too late for this one, but they're also a very, very big, vibrant ecosystem, apparently with more than 2 billion total value locked in their liquid restaking contracts. And finally, we have a liquid restaking protocol on Solana, SOL. They launched in early June, and in this 1 month, they managed to secure just over 100 million in total value locked. With just under 70k users, you're going to need an invite code to join in this private beta phase, but it is literally the same thing as ETH. Instead of using ETH to secure the network, they're using Solana and the liquid stake tokens on Solana to help secure the Solana blockchain. You can use Solana natively, you can use some of the liquid stake tokens, or even Infinity from Sanctum. Now, it goes without saying that all of these things are very risky, very degen, and especially liquid restaking on Solana, which is about a month old. So yeah, restaking in general is a very new meta. It is only about 1 year old at max with Eigenlayer. So a lot of things can go really, really terribly wrong. For example, if some of your validators are acting maliciously, then you can actually lose your deposit and many different things. And nobody really knows what happens with your deposit in these protocols when these things happen, but there's probably no any security or assets that will secure your deposit if slashing happens. So yeah, there's a lot of risks. We've covered Eigenlayer and restaking many times before. So if you haven't already checked these videos, make sure to check them out. But in the meantime, I hope you enjoyed this overview of restaking meta and some other news in the crypto space. If you like the content, you know what to do. We are waiting for you in our Discord. Like and subscribe. And for any questions or comments, drop them in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, and till next time, have an amazing day.